Good morning and welcome back to our final fabulous segment of CityLine. With me, I have two individuals that are here to talk about the HIRE253 Job Fair. So please join me in welcoming Miss Kelly Blucher. You are with the HIRE253 Job Fair. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Good to have you in the studio, my dear. And this man next to you, Mr. Norman Brickhouse, he's also with 253 Works Job Club. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. Okay, so I have to let it slip in all transparency. You two are husband and wife.
We are.
I love this.
Yes, we are.
And you're my neighbors.
Yes,
but you're
that
not
is
here
true.
because you're my neighbors, but you're not going to really talk about what kind of neighbor I am.
No, not at all. We won't.
Yeah, we don't talk about how I park on the street. Okay, so Kelly, October 3rd, there it is. That's the day that we're working toward. Mark your calendars.
Yes.
From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., a very reasonable time, thank you very much. At the Goodwill's Milgard Work Opportunity Center, Tacoma, you're having a job fair, and that, first off, that building is so incredibly beautiful. And then when it came up, I was like, oh, look at the building. So tell us more about it. What is it? What does it entail, my lovey?
Well, what is the HIRE253 Job Fair?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's by no means your average job fair. This is a job fair with a purpose, with a passion behind it, and it really came about from the Pierce County Coalition to End Homelessness.
Yes.
When the crisis was declared in the city for the homeless, and it was basically we all came together. Several providers came together. I'm talking like 100 providers came together and said, well, what can we do? And one of the solutions that they put on the table was to have a job fair geared around ending homelessness.
I love that.
It's such an amazing collaboration.
Because, you and I have, all three of us had conversations in the street as you're driving off someplace, and I'm like, you know what, if we're not standing in the solution, if we're not ending homelessness, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing living here? It's become something you cannot and you should never ignore. Amen. So your fair slogan is ending homelessness one day at a time. Is this only open to homelessness?
No, it's not. And I love this question, and it comes up a lot because no, this job fair isn't just for those that are currently facing or experiencing homelessness, but those who are, some people out there, I mean, let's be honest,
yes,
and realistic with the times right now, are one paycheck away or
the
no
working poor
away. Or if anything crisis comes up, they're going to be homeless.
That's right.
So what that slogan means is we're combating homelessness. We're combating it by providing jobs, by giving people opportunity, and most importantly, by giving people hope.
Oh.
I think it's going to be an incredible day. And the last event we had, I think all the volunteers, the people that participated in it, the job seekers that came, 2 o'clock rolled around, and it was just tears and happiness and hope for the community. It was quite amazing.
Whew. This is the fourth HIRE253 Job Fair. So, based upon your experience, how do you expect, how many people, first off, do you expect? Because it's more and more these numbers are building. And how realistic is it that someone will get hired?
It's very realistic.
There we go.
We have some very large employers coming this time as well. We had a lot of buy-in. How realistic is it? Well, we're setting really strong expectations for the employers, which is, again, what makes HIRE253 so unique is the employers are coming in there. We expect them to conduct interviews, to help people with online applications that day, to do a lot of things. We also ask that after the job fair, they're reporting their numbers to us, which is how we hit that high 32% rate last time. We're going to have over 600 jobs available.
Wow.
Now, how many people do I expect? That's a funny question, because if the line comes up here, well,
there you go, you've done your job.
we had a lot of people. Last time we had 542, and I expected about 150.
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah. So
that's good news.
The more
and
the
then
better.
It's also, yeah.
The more the better.
Okay, so I want to jump to, you mentioned that 32% hire rate. So Norman, what is the secret to the 32% hire rate you now have?
Gosh, I would say it's collaboration, preparation, setting realistic expectations with the employers. By no means is this just goodwill. It's all nonprofits coming together. It's even employers recognizing that they have a part to play. So it's a buy-in by the whole community, and it's kind of a beautiful day. So it's kind of way cool. And we're raising the goal. We're going for 50% this year.
I love
or
that.
this event. So by no means, we've recognized where we can improve from last job club, and that could be providing additional resources, transportation, making sure that we have a job club now
There we go.
open while they're at the fair. So that way, when they recognize they have an employer, we want them to go online and apply right then and there. We're going to be there to help them, and we're going to reach that 50% goal. I'm kind of excited.
I can see you are. Hope is contagious, isn't it?
It is. It's
really
beautiful.
Is. It really is. So, and the other thing that you'll be doing is serving lunch because food is the great uniter. And we all, if you sit down and share a meal with somebody, I always say that you're friends for life. So yes to lunch. Is that
Absolutely. I mean, navigating a job fair is not an easy thing.
No.
And we want you to get full and go back out there and do it again. So last time we provided 347 meals. This time our food order came in yesterday. We are going to provide 700 meals this time.
Oh, I love this.
It's a really unique
Big shout
menu.
out to Chef Jeff and our culinary
I
team.
was going to say.
He does a great job, and he needs to know we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Right, and we need to also let people who are watching know that for many of these people, this may be the only meal they have this day. So thank you for recognizing that as well, because I have a hard time having a conversation if my brain is not fed, let alone sitting down and having an interview or trying to track how to build a resume. So thank you for thinking of the whole package, because this is important. So there are some agencies that you have been working with. So first off, Norman, let's hear yours, because I know we got some thank yous here. And Kelly, then I want you to follow as well.
Well, first of all, Gail Hinneman used to be at Goodwill. Now she's at Pierce County Housing Authority, so big shout out to her.
Yes.
Tim Jumper from Sound Outreach. He's my partner in crime at 253 Works Job Club, so Sound Outreach, Tim Jumper. And then let's just go United Way. The whole concept of Job Club came because Marie, Corey, Lindsay, and of course Donna Palapinto gave us training.
Yes.
And part of the assignment was to do some type of workforce development, employment services. And my assignment, we chose Job Club, and we actually implemented it. So it's going really well. And it's the success of it is the collaboration of all agencies coming together: Career Path Services, WIOA, DSHS and their pipeline, Salvation Army, Sound Outreach, and the list goes on and on and on. And it's a beautiful thing. Tacoma Housing Authority, Pierce County Housing Authority. And I'm sure Kelly has a lot of people.
All right, Kelly, let's hear yours, Missy.
Well, we wouldn't be able to conduct HIRE253 without employers. That's insanely important. So Peter from WorkSource has been just absolutely instrumental and such an amazing collaborator in pulling in our employers. And I actually brought a list because there's so many. And Catholic Community Services, we're doing transportation from the Stability Site, from the Nativity House, from the Salvation Army. We're providing transportation for all those folks that are currently living in those sites to get to HIRE253 and back. MDC has been a very strong partner. Vallejo Vocation, which is a newer nonprofit in the area that's geared towards helping homeless individuals get into employment. Sherry Jensen is actually the brainchild behind HIRE253 and was gracious enough to allow me to take it on as well.
Thank you,
and
Sherry.
as Norman said, Career Path Services has been helping us enroll people in WIOA prior to getting a job, so that when they are employed, they're going to have those wraparound support services after, which
part of the solution.
Retainment is
It
a
is.
big one. Sound Outreach, Salvation Army, you're right, DSHS, Molina as a sponsor, and then of course Goodwill and our Reach Center for providing the building and a lot of sponsorship as well. And
Well said, both of you. Well, if you did, we're going to cover it with anybody who's touched the job fair. Thank you. All right, Norman, last few minutes here.
Yes.
Question is, what should people focus on to do and prepare for this job fair and maybe for any future interview they'll have with an employer?
Let's make sure your resume is in your email so that way you can access it
There we
online.
go.
Not just have it on a memory stick, don't have it on a piece of paper. Let's have it readily available in your email so that way you can download it. We certainly want to make sure we're covering on cover letters, resumes, your references. We want you to dress for success, have a great attitude, recognize, talk to more than just one employer.
Yes.
And Job Club is a biweekly event, so we will still be here for you even after HIRE253 in the next 2 weeks. So we are invested, not just us, but the whole community is invested in this
absolutely.
event being successful. So it's going to be a great day. We're really excited.
I love you too. Over the
Thank you.
moon.
We love you too, by the way.
Yeah, we
I mean, we're like starstruck.
You should not be, because the real heroes are sitting in front of me, the people who live in this community and work in this community, who are my neighbors, who make this community and this world a better place, and that's the two of you. My grandma used to say, we have this much time to make this much of a difference. And I'm looking at the two of you and the teams behind you as shining examples of that. So thank you so much for what
Thank you for
do.
having us.
My pleasure. Well, that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It is truly always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you a lot of great things to think about in this last hour, so please go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.